Everybody answers my questions. Everybody seems to be in control. They've got a grip on what I want from my finance. They really tailor it to suit my needs. And there's always someone on the team to get back to me and give me an up-to-date answer as to where I'm at, where I'm going. So I feel in control at all times, as well as them being in control of my actual finance applications. With other institutions and mortgage brokers, you tend to become a bit more of a number. Whereas with Citywide, I don't feel that I'm a number. I feel that I'm respected, I'm treated as a client, not as a number, and everything's always gone to plan. Everything's always settled on time. I've bought cars, I've bought properties, and I've never ever once had a delay in a settlement. Everything's gone through as promised, as required.
I've got to say, dealing with Citywide and the team was a hell of a lot better than dealing with other lenders and banks. I chose Citywide because it was a trusted team. I'd heard a lot about them, and I really wanted to deal with someone that I could trust and that could help me and could trust me and work with me and my team.
It's because they have their own credit line, which is one of the best. And the thing is, other than customer service, which was great, there's also the different options that together we can work towards and helping our clients, because traditional lenders did not. My experience with Citywide was great because they spoiled me in a sense, whereby they handheld all the way through. Great customer service, as I was saying before. And from that aspect itself, they gave a lot of options. I was capped. I was told I was capped and I was limited. But when I came to Citywide, I was provided with options, mainly because they had their own product, which I was very surprised, pleasantly surprised about it. And from that aspect itself, they were able to then help me purchase an extra investment property, actually got me to refinance into a better rate. So that in itself just worked out great for me.
Go that extra mile. If they say they'll call you that day, they will call you. No matter what time it is, if it's past 5 o'clock, you still get a phone call.
So what we were looking for is someone with genuine professionalism and someone that could actually help us through to the next stage of our strategy. And so we were looking for someone who is aggressive, on point, and so we found that with Citywide.
I choose Citywide because of the personal relationships that I have with the company itself. I also choose Citywide because they look after my clients and they look after my agents. So for me, that's really important. And I want to have confidence that when I send people to Citywide, they're going to get looked after and they're going to find the correct finance solution. I deal a lot with investors, I deal a lot with real estate agents. So I want to have confidence when I send people to a finance company and a brokerage. And I have that confidence when I send them to Citywide. They'll do a good job. I find the relationship very, very good. I find the interaction really good. And I find the solution to my problem when I visit Citywide. Citywide, it's personalised. It's a conversation with the people. And the people sit there and take the time to understand who you are and where you are in the financial exercise of your life. I think for me, the main process I found was the conversation, the relationship. But I think most importantly, they've got their own product. So they're very different to a lot of the brokers. I found that I could have a conversation with them and go through my property portfolio and my self-managed super fund and talk about where I am and where I want to be in, say, 5, 6, 7 years. But most importantly, when I talked to the principal, we had a discussion around common sense lending. And he really walked me through that process and what it meant. And he actually showed me a product that Citywide basically have. And I hadn't seen that with any other broker. And we could have a really good conversation and come out with a conclusion. I left as a very happy customer, and I continued on my investment portfolio over the last 2 to 3 years. I wasn't that fortunate if I'd gone to other financial institutions because I'd effectively basically capped out, and they were saying, I'm not going to loan you any money. But I could have that common sense conversation about, lending, and we went through it, and we went through all of my details, and we came out with a really good conclusion. It was certainly out of the box for me. I hadn't experienced it anywhere else except Citywide.